Hey guys, welcome to Module 3, Perception Week. So for this week, I'm going to talk about some assignments that you will have due this week, as well as a little bit about your group assignment that is coming up. So first off, for this week, you will be learning about perceptions. So for that, you'll be able to read Chapter 2 first. Then you will watch your perception and identity video. And then after that, you will complete your discussion post number 1. Your discussion post number 1 is actually the visual identity collage, which I will post an example of. And some of you guys already did it, so good job. So remember, your initial post, each initial discussion post is always due by 11:59 p.m. on Wednesdays. Your responses to your peers, which you must have at least 3 responses to 3 of your peers, those will be due by 11:59 p.m. on Sundays. So make sure that you post your initial ones on Wednesdays so that you can post the responses by Sundays. After that, you will complete your OA number 2, which for this OA, you are required to visit the understandingrace.org website. And from there, you will navigate the page and find some information that you think is important, and then take 3 of those takeaways and write about them in your OA number 2. As you remember, you must have at least 6 to 8 sentences for a well-developed paragraph, and make these like detailed sentences. Don't make them like really brief and short, because if you make them really brief and short, you don't really like explain much of the content that you've learned. Anyway, also wanted to let you guys know that usually for this assignment, if you provide evidence like quotes and stuff from the website that you are using to support your claims about what you've learned, this usually gets you a higher grade. So I would incorporate some quotes in there, something that somebody said that you thought was really interesting and stuff like that. Also, you must start interacting with your group members already. I already posted the groups that you're in, so you should be able to see who's in your groups already. Once you start commenting on your peers' posts, you'll start that interaction. That actually starts this week. So I would like for you guys to start introducing yourself to each other. I would like for you to start creating like a discussion post where you start exchanging information, and maybe start talking about what you would like to do for your peer projects. As I told you guys last week, last video that you had to watch, the historical foundations video is actually an example of a peer teach project. So if you weren't able to look at that, go back and look at that again, and maybe this will help you decide what you want to talk about with your groups. So start that interaction this week. You should be able to get to know each other through your collages, and from there you can decide if you want to create a group me, if you want to start like some Google Docs or something like that to be able to start on your group work together. You don't want to leave this assignment for the last minute, because it's you know, an assignment that you have to work with other people, and sometimes it's hard to get in contact with everybody. So let's just start the communication as of right now. So as you introduce yourselves, maybe like make a suggestion about what you'd like to do your peer presentations about, and then just decide how you're going to communicate. If you start the communication now, it shouldn't be hard for you guys to start or keep contact with each other throughout the upcoming weeks. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for this week. You should have already gotten your grades. I posted those a long time ago for your OAs. Other than that, we're going to be talking about your introductory presentations. So I'm going to talk about that actually next week, so that you guys can know what to do for that project. If you can already, start going through your CIA. It's page 87 through 89 for your introductory presentation, so you can look at how that's going to be introduced, what that assignment is about, the rubric, and then I will post an example to your module page, so you'll be able to see that as well. But we'll talk about that a little bit more next week. But like I said, if you want to take a look at the assignment already, go to those pages and you should be able to see a description of what the assignment's about and stuff like that to get you started. This is why we did OA number 1, so you could get started on looking at social issues that you want to talk about. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not for that assignment. That's for the social issue presentation. I'm sorry. Don't ignore that. But anyway, your introductory presentation is basically you choosing a song or an object, something that describes you, and talking about that and why it's important in your life. But as I said, I'll talk about that a little bit more next week. So don't forget, do your OA number 2, read your chapter number 2. In your visual identity collage, make sure that you include images that you feel describe you and how people can start to perceive you. And also do your video, watch your video, I'm sorry. But other than that, that's what is due for this week. Start talking with your groups and start interacting, deciding how you're going to contact each other, and just keep in constant contact with each other. Other than that, hope you guys have a great week, and we'll start discussing your introductory presentations next week. Good luck this week!